Hey everybody, what's going on? Emo Tempest here, and today we are continuing our Lorcana's starter deck series, the first chapter. This time we are covering the Emerald and Ruby starter deck featuring Aladdin and Cruella. As always, if you enjoy this Lorcana content, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. But yeah, so Emerald, Ruby, two players ready to play starter deck, including two foils. The foils are going to be the ones you see right in front. The Aladdin and the Cruella gives you pretty much a synopsis of what the deck's kind of going to do. Plus, it tells you the content: starter deck, playmat, rules, damage counters, lore tracker, as well as one random booster pack with 12 cards inside. Very exciting stuff. You also have the deck list on the side. Just like the rest of them, if you've been watching them or if this is your first one. But yeah, let's crack this open. So, from what I've gathered, from what I've played already a little bit about this, the Ruby has some really strong cards, really big cards, and Emerald kind of plays support, like, has a lot of weird and interesting tricks and mechanics to kind of like, throw your opponent off as well. I think this color is also the one that manipulates lore. Like it has a lot of, you can steal lore or take away lore as well. Lore is the win condition. If you're new to this game or you haven't been keeping up, you need 20 lore to come to win the game. First to hit 20 wins. But yeah, so we went through all the starter stuff, and now we can go ahead and open this starter deck. I'm going to do my best to go over some of the cards as they come out. But as another note, if all of these cards are available in the first chapter series, there's nothing unique to them. It just gets you a head start. Like for certain cards, you'll have some copies of. So again, here is your foil Cruella, which is a rare, and your foil Aladdin, which is a super rare. There are no legendaries in these starter decks. So we have Aladdin, Duke of Whistleton. We have Horace and Iago. Jasper, Mad Hatter. I'm going to jump through some of these a little bit faster, but Meg from Hercules, Steamboat Willie, Mickey Mouse, Peter Pan, Mother Knows Best. It's a song. Return a character to the player's hand. Stampede. Deal 2 damage to a chosen damaged character. This is probably one of the most interesting. Steal from the Rich. Whenever one of your characters quests this turn, each opponent loses the lore. So, kind of interesting. It is a one of. So this is kind of what I was talking about. That these colors work with manipulating lore on both sides. You have another Aladdin. You're gonna have a few Aladdins in this list in this deck. For the main one, we went through a Donald. We have LeFou here. We have Pongo from 101 Dalmatians. Rapunzel. When you play this character, each opponent loses 1 lore. That's kind of the theme that you'll see here as well. We have Scar, Sergeant Tibbs, Stitch with 3 lore, pretty good, solid. Dragonfire, which is going to be your main removal card. This is just 5 for say goodbye to any one of your units. No cost, nothing. And then an action, give someone +2 attack, and then ready chosen character, they cannot quest for the rest of the turn. So this card's actually decent. Kind of lets you, lets you get someone ready so they don't get to attack, get hit next turn. But yeah, when this character is challenged and banished, you may return chosen character to their player's hand. So if she gets killed, you can banish, right? Because it's Disney, we don't say killed. When she gets sent to the break zone or the discard pile, you can send something back to their player's hand. So something interesting there. I don't know how I feel about sending cards back just yet, but it's gonna be interesting for this game, getting used to certain mechanics and stuff and how they apply. So yeah, the Mad Hatter, Mother Knows Best. These are your uncommons. It's nice to have a playset of these. They could help you. They're probably your stronger support cards. And like I already mentioned, the rare Steal from the Rich. Vicious Betrayals, meh. Nothing else really notably on the Emerald side. And now we're going to go talk about Aladdin. You can shift 5, which means you can play him over one of the other Aladdins, either the red ones or the green ones. So as long as he's out on the field, instead of paying for 7, you can pay 5 and play this bad boy on top. And then it says during your turn, whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, you gain 2 lore, and each opponent loses 2 lore. So again, going on the theme that I mentioned earlier, he's not super strong, but being able to change the lore is important. At least what I found out. LeFaux's decent, I think, also for your other rare. Rapunzel's your uncommons. And Stitch is a rare. And again, we talked about the Dragonfire, which just says say goodbye to one of your characters, which is very nice. Again, very, very, very strong card. Dragonfire says has no cost has no limitations. It just says send something, banish something. So, very solid removal card. Yeah, that's the deck. Let's see what we pull. Oh, interestingly enough, if you notice in the first 6 cards here, you're going to get 1 of each color. And I like the Timon and Pumbaa cards. And then your uncommons could be any color, which we see here. Oh, we have another Mad Hatter, which is nice. Scepter of Arendelle, Maleficent, and then a super rare Mickey Mouse. Artful Rogue, so we can shift him on others as well. And then a foil, oh, he's got a sword. I don't like that card very much. It's probably one of the ones we'll take out immediately. But yeah. That's we got another piece of the puzzle. So guys, all in all, this deck is probably my least favorite. Now it does have some solid cards, right? Like the Dragon's Breath or whatever, and the Aladdin is a good super rare to start going into. But the rest of the deck, in my opinion, is a little suboptimal. Not a lot of options. I think it's easily outshined by the rest of them. That's just my opinion. If you want to play these colors, obviously, go for this one first. This is like you're picking your... If the prices are going to be as inflated as I think they are, even for the starters, because remember, these are MSRP $16.99 in the US, mind you. $21.99 in Canada. That's what I got them for at Gen Con. What you'll get them at your local game store, I don't know. Probably 20, 25. Depending how greedy they want to be. So, if you have to make a choice and you want to, and you're looking for advice, my advice is not this one. If you have the money and you don't care, then pick them all up. That's you. Do your thing. But I think this is the weaker one of the batch. And outside of the few good cards that you get, which you would use to build into Fire X, whatever, Fire Amethyst, Fire Sapphire, Fire Steel, whatever you want. Red Blue is probably a good combination currently in my opinion. Can play Control or just Ramp Masters. Yeah, that's it. I hope this helped, guys. Make sure to check out the other reviews, and if you want more Lorcana content, make sure to stay tuned to the channel, because we should have some games up for you within the next week. So thanks for listening, thanks for watching,